All right, my friends, this is a BrickWorld Chicago day one update, and I am, if you can't tell, I've got some serious bags under my eyes. I've been up late a couple nights doing some panic building, which maybe I'll kind of do. I think I'm going to do a separate video, so you'll have to stay tuned for that video. I'll release that sometime in the afternoon or the following day with a full. I'll definitely try to do as much videoing and reporting of what's happening at BrickWorld Chicago as much as possible. It's so I feel so lucky to be in the same town of one of two of the Super Bowls, 1A and 1B, which BrickWorld Chicago to me is 1A. Brick Fair Virginia is always one that's pretty big, and then there's a lot of other really good conventions, Brick Rodeo, Brick Slopes. There's even advertising at this one, which we'll get into. So let's get into the bag of goodies. It was quite is almost as less about a BrickWorld Chicago update and more of a day one hauls, which started off pretty well. I mean, I was really excited. So number one, of course, I went to my local store, which I have to do. And actually, I think last year I think how many did I end up going to? Yeah, I went to the Woodfield Mall, and then I also went to the Northbrook at the time, which is now since moved to Old Orchard. So if you're in Chicago and you're coming to Chicago, it's not the Northbrook location like old. It is in Old Orchard. So first first off, here's the little baggie they give at the brick store. Boom. Uh, I'm going to give them like a 20-star review. I won't say how I got this, but what's really nice, this is the one thing I really appreciate about the Lego store is that it feels like every day they kind of put out fresh inventory, which allows you to actually complete your collection if you need to. So you just you go ahead and use your scanner and you can get it. I do have the chocolatier, the witch, the elven princess with the really cute unicorn, and I do have the bionicle. I actually got two of the elven princess because I really like, again, the castle, Dungeons and Dragons, that style of theme. And then I think it's the best figure is the witch hunter so far. I mean, you just get a really unique weapon, this printed tile, and you get waist capes and like arm printing. I mean, this is probably one of the best figure. Um, one little tidbit that's just amazing is that, and I will be reporting on this as much as possible on different prices at the BrickWorld Chicago at all the different places. It's so wide ranging. It's crazy. A lot of the CMFs were going for like the lowest fig for a open CMF was $8, and then the Bionicle was going for 15, and Witch Hunter I think was like 12. Oh, and I think the Mysterious Ronin, which is Lloyd, was going for 15 as well. So these figures are already going for like three times market value, which is just like is super wild. So with that, who did I not have in my collection? That's a good. The Boba Tea one is the dumbest figure I've ever seen. Let's look at this. We're going overtime. This is gonna be a long one. Strap in. So and while you're strapping in, check this out. I'm gonna be taking this over to BrickWorld Chicago tomorrow. Make sure to like and subscribe. Oh baby. Hello. Hello. Come to daddy. So we've got Lloyd, Mysterious Ronin. This is just the coolest. I mean, look at this torso. Look at that arm printing. Oh, that's so cool. I mean, I really want to use him as a. He's got like a shoulder harness thing. Oh, this is just. This is really something. He's got the katana. I can go in the sheath. And he's got a serious version. That's the best one. And then he's got the happy version. Let's go serious. Oh. Oh. I'm so tired. It's crazy. Super serious. And then he's got this kind of, oh man, all in one, like head wrap with his hair poking out. So if you want to kind of mix and match, this is the dual molded. Can't even speak anymore. Really nice print. There you go. Boom. Oh, and they give you 4 throwing stars. So he's gonna come in and do some battling. So I don't know what I'll actually use him for, to be honest. But crazy desirable figure to have. And I'll take it. So here he is. He can throw double throwing stars. Pretty awesome figure. That's cool. All right, we're adding him into the collection. This has been a good CMF. I mean, anytime you can get at least, 1, 2, there's like 4 top level figures. I know some people really like the witch. I just think her pants are dumb. Like cat feet. Dude, stop. Stop it. It's not practical. I like practical. Come on. Okay, so now Jay is up here. Or not Jay, Lloyd. I mean, the chocolatier, I don't really know what I'm going to do with the chocolatier. I just wanted the dragon. I don't know if it's worth $5, but I still, at least now I have the figure, so now I could always do something else. I don't know. Okay, so that's done. That's number 1. I'm already scored. And then I have, of course, I have to go to the pab wall, pack this puppy to the brim. And they had 8 boxes, 8 cases of parts that were like not their normal parts. And there were some really interesting ones. One was this. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but it's like a honeycomb kind of thing. I just threw these on top. I feel like I've been using a lot of grass. So see, this is the problem. I get more parts, and my thing has been messy. Every time I build mocks, it just gets messier and messier. Oh, and then they had a ton of these. It's going to be really useful. So I do need to kind of get this sorted out. So anyways, but the big thing I wanted to mention, see if I got it in here. Oh, so what I'm doing for the show, the reason I was buying parts was, check that out. This is my little reward. So it's called a token. So I created a little token here. Little token. So I think I've got enough for at least to make at least 12 of these. And so any of the builds that inspire me or that I really like, I'm gonna drop these on their build. It's for them to keep, so they can take a picture of it or whatever. Actually, maybe I should take a picture of it while I'm at it, so I don't forget. Let's see here. It's probably the wrong lighting. Let's see. Here I go. It's my little token made from little parts on the pad wall. So I've got to save. I've got to make a bunch of those. So while I'm at the show, I'll make those. Oh, they had a bunch of these too. Got those. Probably should have just grabbed like as much as I could. There's a lot of really, really good parts. Like this is really good. I need these. I'm actually going to use these in my mock. Oh, they had black. These are corner pieces. So I actually used the blue corner piece here. It allows you to do side and forward, which is nice. These little green semicircles are nice. I wasn't sure how I would use them. These are kind of like ears and it makes a mouth. That's pretty cute. So, all right, so that's the parts. So there's a ton in here. Probably, let's see if there's anything. There is some masonry brick in here. I think this is probably the real highlight. And then these ignits. I don't think I have many in this color. Like sand blue, it's an interesting color. It definitely plays with the grays a little bit, so it's nice. Okay, I'm not a color expert, but I've just from experimenting, that's what I've noticed. Okay, so then at the show you get a bag, and these are kind of the main parts. I'm also volunteering, and so volunteers get extra bricks to use to trade, do whatever, and engage. Also, as a thank you, I got this sticker, so I'll add that to my collection. I put stickers on some of my stuff. Actually, I'll go ahead and we'll drop that down. Okay. I forget who. I should probably know this, but they give out a free figure, which is really nice. This is real Lego. Let's see what it is. Let's go ahead and build it. Why not? It's a man with. He's got a bun. So it's almost like, is that Qui-Gon Jinn here? It's not bad. Could make him maybe like as like a trainer or something in medieval. That works. That's decent. We'll add him in there. And then let's see. Oh, I've got to do the ceremonial adding of the bricks. So I got 2 so far. Plus, I'll get another one. So how have I been doing this? Okay, so I've got to put this here. So I've got 2023, 24, 25, 26. This is my 4th full year pass. And then a fall event. Oh. Dang, this thing's getting high. Whew. So I've gotten all the way from the new attendee, I heard Bricklink. I forget how I got that one. Shy Time is my time. Go follow him. Then all the recognized AFOL events. I've done charity. I've given to charity, so I've gotten bricks for that. I've volunteered 3 of the years. I think 2023 I did not volunteer, but 2024, 20. Oh, wait. So, no, I've volunteered 23, 24, 25. I'll get another volunteer brick. So I should get like a purple volunteer brick. So I'll have that. So I'm going to keep stacking and going from there. So that's pretty awesome to get that. I've got this. This I always kind of show off all my videos. Okay, what else? Oh, these are kind of the bags and things. So one of the other sponsors is a Canadian convention, Bricks in the Six. Bricker Build is always a big sponsor. Raw is Customs. There was somebody else that has like some like minifig cases. They look like some pretty nice ones. And then they also, I think they have two sides to so it's one side of the business, and then the other one is AV. They did AV Customs. Custom figs is like a whole nother business. Yeah, it was AV figs, AV figures, precision crafted, and then brick shell cases was one. Lego bricks, minifigs. Brick stuff is another one I think that you always use that does the lighting. Yeah, here was the brick shell cases, so it's interesting. I'm assuming the storage company is going to be there. I think I bought some trays last time. It's been useful. I've used it actually a couple times already. It's been nice. Always could use more organization. If there was anything where I had like a lot of spare money that was not going to sets or bricks, it probably needs to be storage related. So that's all of that. And then I did make one purchase outside of the Lego store. So in there, it was a pretty unique concept, and you had to dig through it. I was like, are there really going to be anything? I'm actually surprised at myself. I passed on a shock trooper and I passed on a Sith trooper. I don't know. Maybe I should go back and get it for $5. It was $5 a minifigure, which most of the rates are like six. I don't know. Like most people have all their figs are $8 now. So it started to become $8 last year, but there were still some $6 ones. There still are $6 figures, but you're talking like really bad minifigures that are in that $6 range. It's getting scary how a lot of the figures are now 8, 10. I would say like 12 or 14. Like if you're more than just an average minifigure, you're automatically jumping into the $12 to $20 range. So what's really funny is that I saw one of these figures on somebody's stands in like the $10 or $12 section, and I'm just like, but all right, here we go. Bam. All right, so it was actually a deal. So it was $5 a piece, or if you get 5, it was $20. So they had these little packs, and I'm always on the lookout for Tusken Raiders. I don't know, unless these are fake, but I got 3 of these. So then it'd be $4 a piece. So $12 for 3 Tusken Raiders, when it's really hard to find them for less than $6. Most of the time you see them for about $8. So this was a killer deal. As if anybody's trying to get rid of their Tusken Raiders, I always try to get them for $6 or less is kind of what it's what I've been buying most of them for. I'm either buying them in sets, or if I see them for about $6, I'll grab one, right? So I don't know if I need to get too many more, because now I have because I want to do like a whole Tusken Raider village. It'd be kind of fun, especially with Book of Boba. I feel like kind of sucks that we didn't really get any Tusken Raider sets, because there was actually a named Tusken Raider. I forget the name of it, but you could have had a chief and the son and Boba Fett in like Tusken Raider clothes. I mean, yes. I mean, Boba Fett is a huge character. How do we not have a set of him with the Tusken Raiders? I don't get it. So, anyways, 3 of those bad boys. And then they had these packs, which these are the leftover. These are dogs, but I'm like, that's super useful to me, because these dogs are actually medieval. These are wolves. These are not just your average dogs. These are like dire wolves. So I think one of them came with the wolf pack minifigure, and one of them came with there was like this winter old guy. I don't think I have him out, but he was also that came with that. And there may be other times, and then I don't know what these other dogs are for, but there's a 5th dog in here. So 5 dogs for $4. It's hard to get these for you. Like, these go online for like $2 or $3 a piece, and now I'm getting like, wow, 5 dogs. So I now have 10 dogs for $8 essentially. So, wow, pretty good score. I mean, I'm sure they're paying like nothing for these things, and this is an accessory to CMFs that they're probably making a lot of money on. So they probably this is a great way for them to kind of get people excited. I don't know. This is awesome for me, because now I can put these into my mocks, and I've got plenty of them. So this is pretty cool. So that is it. Pretty wild. Oh, then there was I forget. I think it was that Raw Customs or whatever. They created these little packs of parts for you to trade with people. Some decent ones. So some that I may actually need to use a couple of these. Oh, I always like these little parts. Well, look at that. Those are good. So, yeah, good stuff. Completely. Boom. That'll be very useful. A lot of useful stuff. So this has been a good year for gifts. Oh, the last thing. This was not so great. I can't complain. Free sets. And there are some good parts in here. I don't know. This was the free set. Mine box was just absolutely jacked. I don't know. At least I'll get to scan the code and get some points. I don't know. There are some cool parts in here. The nice thing about Friends is that you do get a lot of tans. This is a winter. Oh, we'll get some dogs. They just look a little cartoonish. Everything's cartoonish about Friends. And then the mini dolls, I don't know, maybe my son will be into it. It's not good. But what are you going to do? Oh, you do get some burnt orange, so that's nice. But this will be a nice little parts pack. I don't think it really has much value. They had like a stack of these things. I mean, it was either this or people were getting Moana. I think was the other one, but it is what it is. They probably got a killer deal on it, and they also give a lot of raffle sets away. I haven't ever won a raffle set. Maybe someday, if you go to enough of these, you'll win. But there's a lot of people. The BrickWorld Chicago is literally smashing records for attendance. So this is the real deal. It's the Super Bowl of brick conventions. I will show off in another video the actual set that I'm building, but I just want to thank you for joining me on this journey. I can hear the music is cooking or rolling, whatever. I'm like so tired. Um, and thanks. Make sure to you really have to, if you haven't gone to a BrickWorld Chicago. If you're a fan of the brick and fan of Lego, this is the week, and it's been great. First day, I already saw a lot of old friends that are kind of the online friends and BrickWorld Chicago friends. There were over 600 new attendees, which is great to see, and so just a lot of fun. So thank you so much for joining me on my journey. Make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll catch you at the next BrickWorld Chicago. Day 2 is tomorrow.